2020, only 14% of American adults said they were very happy. That makes me sad. That's a 30% drop from the 3 years prior. So how do we recapture our happiness? I want you all to be happy. So life coach Shirin Eskandani, she knows the path to finding your happy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, Shirin, I look at you and you just project happiness. I hope it's contagious. So I have to ask you, why is joy so important?
Well, joy is, of course, connected to happiness and positivity. But what makes joy so incredibly special is that we can tap into it regardless of what's going on around us. And if we know how, we can access our joy regardless of what is going on in our lives.
Is there a difference between happiness and joy?
So happiness and joy are very similar, but there's one big difference. I always say happiness happens to you. So happiness is really contingent on our external circumstances. So happiness is spending quality time with your family, or happiness is a slice of your favorite chocolate cake, right? Whereas joy is really more about what's going on inside, and we can create and cultivate it regardless of our external circumstances.
But you want both, right?
You do want both, but if we have both of them in our lives, right, regardless of what's going on around us, we can be both happy and joyful.
You found your own joy in life. Tell us, how did you do that?
Well, I've always been a very positive and happy person, but in my former career as an opera singer, I found myself actually quite disconnected from my joy. I love to sing, but it was a really demanding career. I was on the road a lot. I couldn't see my family and friends. And I really had my big aha moment when I got my dream job to sing at the Metropolitan Opera. And, I had everything in my life that should make me feel joyful and happy, but I didn't feel that way. And I'd fallen into that trap that so many of us do, which is thinking that on the other side of an accomplishment, we'll be happy or joyful, or that once things get easier, we'll find that joy. And I really realized in that moment that joy has less to do with what's going on in our lives and more to do with what's going on inside of us.